Hello, beautiful viewers. Dom, the author of the Cosmos. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What item will I be unboxing? What item will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What item is encompassed inside this hefty, tangible, bulky box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the item from the box. I'm going to render the contents of the box transparent. Here we go. I have drawn forth the one and only illustrious figurine known by the moniker of the Red Ranger. He's derived from the Power Rangers Dino Charge action figure line. He coincides well with the 5-inch action figure collection. Is this figurine a paradigm of perfection? Is this figurine the epitome of perfection? Is this figurine the embodiment of resounding perfection? I believe he is. Are you an avid, devout Power Rangers fan? I am not. Why did I purchase this figurine, you may ask? Well, let me address that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. I'm an avid, devout fan of fantasy series. While the Power Rangers series may not particularly appease me, I do love action figures. I relish the figurines that Bandai Namco churns out. I wanted to seize the opportunity to amplify my prodigious action figure collection by adding more figurines that I love to the collection. I love this figurine's aesthetics, I love his hues, I love his textures, I love his shadings, I love his deco. I love the fact that he has ample points for articulation. I love the fact that he comes bundled with 2 weapons. You can equip his armaments, you can place him into a dynamic pose. This figurine is quite versatile. Is he a hunk of plastic? Yes. Is he preordained to disintegrate? Yes. Nonetheless, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have merit. You don't need to be fond of the Power Rangers series to collect the action figures that are released to maximize the profits of Bandai Namco. Let's unbox this figurine. I'm just contemplating what else I should notify you of. It's been nearly 2 decades since I witnessed the Power Rangers series. Frankly, I'm not missing out on anything. The bouts are apparently choreographed eminently. The action sequences are apparently not dull. The plot is likely vapid. The characters are likely generic. But the action figures are the caveat to the rule. They're extraordinary. Here we have the Red Ranger. Apparently, he's a leader of the audacious, stoic, noble, heroic, valiant Power Rangers. He hails from the Power Rangers Dino Charge series. Here's the packaging for the Black Ranger. He is from the Dino Charge series. I just wanted to verify that. He comes bundled with 2 weapons. You can equip his armaments at your own discretion. He lacks finger joint articulation. He can swivel his forearm, he can rotate his head, his mask obscures his face, his shoulder pad can be ascended or descended at your discretion. He has spikes protruding out of his shoulder pad. He lacks an ankle pivot. He can be placed into nearly any dynamic pose. He's nimble. His seam lines are not a major issue. His belt cannot be removed. You cannot adjust his breastplate. His weapons lack color variations. His joints seem to be relatively sturdy. His integrity has not been compromised. He can dual wield weapons. This one seems to be a sword if you position it vertically. If you position it horizontally, it looks more akin to a blaster. This appears to be some type of gun or blaster. I need to equip them both. It's pivotal that he's not disarmed. The Red Ranger is not my favorite character in the series. I think I've seen Mighty Morphin Power Rangers nearly 2 decades ago. My favorite character was probably the Green Ranger, because I relish the color green. I believe it trumps all other colors in intrinsic value. That's my subjective perspective. I'm striving to equip his blaster without severing his fingers. I was able to successfully accomplish this feat. His weapons are now equipped. His body appears to be intact. He's now ready to charge into the fray battle. He will trounce anyone within his vicinity. He's a skilled martial artist. His physical prowess is unmatched. His intellect is unrivaled. Perhaps I'm exaggerating it a bit, but I'm just trying to embellish this figurine. I'm going to flaunt him in front of the camera. It's too bad that his ankles cannot perform an ankle pivot. It's too bad that he lacks a diaphragm joint. It's too bad that he cannot rotate at the torso. I have minor gripes about this figurine. He does have some minor flaws. He could be refined, but we're under $7. I have no major complaints about this figurine. In retrospect, I would have purchased him again. I don't need to own duplicate figurines, but I'm content about this purchasing decision and would prefer to own this particular version of the Red Ranger. I've yet to see all the variants of the Red Ranger, but this version of the character does appease me. I don't want his joints to become loose, so I'll stop repositioning his appendages. He's preordained to remain sedentary for the rest of his existence. I'm not really going to modify his poses too often. He'll be flaunted on a shelf. Hopefully one day I can obtain all the figurines a part of this action figure line that I relish. Do you revel in collecting action figures? If you do, you may want to pick up this particular figurine via Amazon.com. This, once again, is a Red Ranger from the Power Rangers Dino Charge action figure line. So, scrutinize him and see if you can afford to do so, if you have the monetary means to afford to purchase him, and you're content with the prospective purchasing decision, and you may want to opt to purchase him before his price amplifies. I would presume that his second-hand market value is preordained to amplify in the pending future if he becomes more desirable by action figure collectors. So this is a decent figurine overall. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and stupendous. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.